speaking to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Pittman absent. Slattery.
Here.
Slattery here. Poulos. Here. Poulos here. Johnson absent. Fausto absent. Bellato
Here.
here. Vieta absent. Rita
Here.
here. Donahue absent. Hawley here. Farnwell here. Osling here. Thompson here. Carr absent. A present.
Thank you very much. We move on to presentation of adjournment proceedings. I need a motion to approve the city council minutes for the date of May the 8th, 2018. Motion by Alderman Slattery, second by Alderman Poulos. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Poulos.
Aye.
Poulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita,
Aye.
aye. Hawley,
Aye.
aye. Farnwell,
Aye.
aye. Osling,
Aye.
aye. Thompson,
Aye.
aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Next, for 3 minutes, whoever comes up and wants to say something to the council, you'll be limited to what's on the agenda. Again, anybody? Not, I'll move on. Go ahead. I just need your name and address.
Thomas Madrigal Jr., number 13427 Mozart. Mayor, Your Honor, and City Council, thank you for listening to me today, this evening. And this coming Monday is Memorial Day, and the Latin American Advisory Council, they've joined up with the American Legion Post 50 to have this memorial service in Memorial Park. Previously, for 43 years, we've had it at Lincoln School on Saturday, but we made some changes, and so now the Latin American Advisory Council is going to meet with the meet up with American Legion this coming Monday. So it's going to be 11 o'clock. So hopefully everybody's there. And also too, this past Friday, Saturday, we had Poppy fundraiser, and went real well. And I'm glad to be here. And I was talking to gentlemen that I got this Vietnam veteran hat. I just purchased it. I had to owe him, but now I'm proud to be a veteran, because, like I tell many times, if it wasn't for our veterans, we wouldn't have this free country. We wouldn't be able to meet like this. And thank God for our first responders that are, that watch our backs and when we're asleep and so forth. So thank you very much, City Council, for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other comments? Now, let me go down to... Now I'm going to need the family members of Columbus Chris DeSabato to meet me by the podium. In fact, you can stand alongside me. This way, on this side, on this side. All right. Again, what an honor is it to be amongst all of you regarding resolution number 2018-08, a resolution honoring Columbus, also known as Chris DeSabato. And it reads as follows. Whereas certain individuals unselfishly volunteer and continuously provide acts of public service for the benefit of others, and whereas these individuals deserve recognition and thanks because they volunteer and perform these countless acts of community service selfishly, and whereas during his life, Columbus Chris DeSabato was one of these kind, generous, and dedicated persons who regularly volunteered his time and expertise to help make Blue Island the great community it is today. And whereas Chris was also a wonderful husband and father, marrying his childhood sweetheart, Sylvia Rubino, in 1945, and whom together raised their 2 children, Christine and Alan. And whereas Chris, during his life, served the city of Blue Island in many positions over a period of more than close to 40 years. Service in positions such as mayor, alderman, city treasurer, member of the Civil Service Commission, treasurer of the Blue Island Historic Society, and is director of Main Street, Blue Island. And whereas Chris also bravely served his country during World War II as a member of the United States Infantry, proudly attaining the rank of sergeant and being honorably discharged. And whereas Chris was also a faithful member of St. Donatus Church, as well as an active supporter of Blue Cap School, the Lions Club, the Knights of Columbus, and whereas throughout his entire life, Chris generously dedicated his time and quietly did all these wonderful things for others without any thought of recognition for himself. And whereas Chris's lifetime of good works, public service, community involvement, love for his wife, his children, and the residents of the city of Blue Island is deserving of special recognition and remembrance by all the citizens of Blue Island he helped and assisted. Now therefore it be resolved by the mayor, the city council of the city of Blue Island, County of Cook, Illinois, and it reads as follows. Section number 1, that the mayor and members of the city council wish to memorialize Columbus Chris DeSabado's acts of kindness, generosity, and community service during his life, and remember him for all the goodwill he bestowed upon the residents of Blue Island. Second section, that the city clerk be and here is hereby authorized and directed to forward a certified copy of this resolution to the family of Columbus Chris DeSabado, and that this resolution shall be in full force and effect from here on after its passage and approval as provided by law. This date. So I'll need a motion by Alderman Bellato, second by Alderman Hawley. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Hawley.
Aye.
Hawley, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You don't know about this. Oh, wow. Again, we want to thank the staff, our city treasurer, for preparing this, ordering it, and doing it. Again, it's honoring Chris Columbus DeSabado, and here we put for his 38 years of service and dedication to the city of Blue Island and his state as mayor, treasurer, and alderman. With his photo. Elected officials, all of us here, recognizing Chris DeSabado, Columbus. I worked along with him for many, many years as an alderman. What a man, what a family man, not only to his community, but to his family. And this is just a small token that we as elected officials from City of Blue Island can bestow onto you and to your family. Again, he will be deeply missed, but again, never forgotten. If you want to just introduce yourself so they know who you are.
I'm his daughter, Christine.
I'm son-in-law Larry Hannon.
You want to say anything?
I'll just take a minute.
Yes, go ahead.
Unlike her father, Christine doesn't talk well in front of crowds. I've never had that problem. So, Mr. Mayor,
The floor is yours.
City Council, Alderman, we really appreciate this honor. As much as Chris Columbus DeSabado loved his family, he loved Blue Island. He was Mr. Blue Island. He worked hard for this community. I've been married to his daughter for nearly 34 years, a couple weeks. And his devotion and dedication to this town was beyond reproach. He really cared for the people of Blue Island. He was a very caring and giving man. And this is a wonderful honor. We really appreciate it on the entire family, on behalf of the entire family. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right. Chief, you want to stand up here, please? The appointment of Deputy Chief of Police. Do you have any family members, friends you want to stand alongside you? Let's go.
Yeah.
You want to stand behind her, alongside her, whatever you want. I'm going to need you to raise your right hand. You're going to repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Vernon Street,
Having been appointed
having been appointed
to the office
to the office
of Deputy Chief
of Deputy Chief
in the City of Blue Island,
in the City of Blue Island,
County of Cortez,
County of Cook,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of
the duties of
office
office
of Deputy Chief
of Deputy Chief
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
And I'm going to need council approval. Need a motion by Alderman Austin, second by Alderman Thompson. Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato. Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Hawley.
Aye.
Hawley, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Hold on one second, one more.
One more. And before you leave, you're not leaving until you say something. The mic's yours.
Thank you.
You guys can sit down.
I just want to thank the mayor and city council for this opportunity to serve you guys. Thank you for the chief for trusting me in this position. I appreciate it. Thank you for all my family and my boyfriend Steve. You've been by my side all these years. I love you for that. Thank you for all my friends and co-workers for all the support. If it wasn't for everybody, I wouldn't be here today. So thank you, everybody, and I'll be looking forward to getting to work. Thanks, everyone.
So I have Sean Donica. And you're going to repeat after me. Again, this is for the promotion of Officer Sean Donica to corporal. I'm going to need you, any family members? Please. I need you to raise your right hand, please, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Sean Donica,
Having been appointed
having been appointed
to the office of
to the office of
corporal
corporal
in the City of Blue Island,
in the City of Blue
in
Island,
the County of Cook,
in the County of Cook,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States,
the the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
of the office
of the
of
office
corporal
of corporal
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Let's give him a big round of applause. All right. I think I pretty much have everything taken care of. The swearing in of the 2 firefighters, we're going to hold that off until the next city council meeting. But let me make these announcements. There's been a lot of things happening, positive stuff, events happening about Blue Island, a lot of things coming up, demolition, construction, new businesses, etc. Keep your eyes and ears open. Spread the word about everything positive, what the city has to offer, what the people have to offer, what our children have to offer. Again, these first responders were out there. When did you guys do the cop on the road? Sorry? Friday? Time flies, but again, 5 in the morning until probably around 11:30 in the morning, they were there at the Dunkin' Donuts at 127th, off of Gregory. Then we had also the Robbins Police were at Dunkin' Donuts over here on Vermont Street. But everybody working for a unified front for Special Olympics. And again, we got invited, open invitation to all. We were invited to Special Olympics to attend their events this coming summer, and I expect everyone to be there, whoever wants to attend. Again, a lot of positive things happening in Blue Island, and I keep repeating this about the fingernail thing, but it's a positive stuff. There's that company out of California, not OPI, it's D&D. It has a nail polish for women. In fact, I guess she's wearing it. It's D&D, I guess product 528, and it's called Blue Island, Illinois. And we've invited the owner of the company to Blue Island to explain why, out of all the cities in the world, he chose our city as being the product name. And it's very popular, to the point they even sell it downtown in the city of Chicago at the major nail salons downtown. That's how popular it is. So again, kudos to us that we're out there. We're out there. City clerk, any business?
Yes, I have 2 items this evening. First, I need a motion to approve a request from Mission Covenant Church to hold their annual bike blessing on June 10th, starting at 10 a.m. They'd like to have the corner of Collins and Greenwood to the alley be blocked off. They would also like the police department to escort the bikes to 198th and Vincent, where Chicago police take over that escort. Slattery. Slattery, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Bellato. Bellato, aye. Rita. Rita, aye. Holly. Aye. Aye. Fairmont. Fairmont, aye. Osling. Osling, aye. Thompson. Thompson, aye. 8 ayes here.
Thank you very much.
The second item is a motion to approve a request from the Blue Island Church of Christ to have its annual Vacation Bible School from June 11th to 15th from 9:30 till 2.
Motion by Alderman Osling, second by Alderman Thompson. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Holly. Aye. Holly, aye. Fairmont. Fairmont, aye. Osling. Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes here.
Thank you much. Anything else?
That's it.
Any bids?
No bids.
City treasurer?
Thank you, Your Honor. The transfer of restricted, non-restricted funds, a total of $827,784.79. Any questions? Okay. Any motion, please?
Your motion by Alderman Tom Hawley, second by Alderman Osling. Any questions? If not, roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Fairwell.
Aye.
Fairwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thanks, it. City Attorney.
So we have a number of ordinances and resolutions on the agenda this evening. First is an ordinance abating the taxes hereto levied for the year 2017 to pay the principal and interest on general obligation waterworks and sewerage refunding bonds, Series 2006 of the City of Blue Island, Cook County, Illinois.
Need a motion by Alderman Osling, second by Alderman Hawley. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Hawley. Aye. Hawley, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
The second is an ordinance amending Title IX General Regulations by adding Chapter 99 to the Code of Ordinances for the City of Blue Island, Cook County, Illinois, to establish regulations for the use and placement of portable storage and portable shipping containers.
Need a motion by Alderman Poulos, second by Alderman Bellato. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Hawley. Aye. Hawley, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
The next item is a resolution number 2018-019, a resolution of the City of Blue Island, Cook County, Illinois, authorizing the mayor to accept the conditional commitment from the Illinois Housing Development Authority to issue a grant from the Abandoned Residential Property Municipal Relief Program in an amount not to exceed $75,000 and to use the fund for eligible activities.
Need a motion by Alderman Rita, second by Alderman Bellato. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Hawley.
Aye.
Hawley, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
The next is resolution number 2018-020, a resolution approving and authorizing execution of a program funding agreement with the Illinois Housing Development Authority to provide funding to the City of Blue Island for maintenance and demolition of abandoned properties.
And a motion by Alderman Osling, second by Alderman Hawley. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Hawley.
Aye.
Hawley, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
The next is a resolution number 2018-021, a resolution approving and authorizing a contract with Environmental Cleansing Corporation to demolish a building at 13340 Old Western Avenue.
A motion by Alderman Bellato, second by Alderman Farnwell. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Hawley.
Aye.
Hawley, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Item 6 is a resolution number 2018-022, a resolution approving and authorizing a contract with Environmental Cleansing Corporation to demolish a building at 2233 Des Plaines Avenue.
Need a motion by Alderman Bellato, second by Alderman Hawley. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Hawley.
Aye.
Hawley, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes.
Thank you.
Item 7 is a resolution number 2018-023, a resolution approving and authorizing a contract with M.E. Simpson Company for a water distribution system leak survey.
Motion, Alderman Rita, second by Alderman Farnwell. Any questions?
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Members of the council, I'm not asking for it now, but later in the meeting, I'll be asking to go into closed session for consideration of one item in litigation. It is a pending workers' compensation case.
That's fine. Committee reports, Community Development Committee?
No report, Your Honor. Our next meeting is Wednesday, June 13th at 7 o'clock in City Council chambers.
Thank you very much. Finance Committee?
Finance Committee met on May 15th. Members present, Alderman Farnwell, Alderman Costo, Alderman Thompson, Alderman Hawley, Alderman Osling. Absent was Alderman Vieira. Also present, Mike Marzell, Director of Finance and Administration, Lori Brown, Deputy Chief of Finance, Carmen Bellato, Treasurer, Mark Miller, City of Blue Island, Dave Helsley, and Bob Manfi. Under public comment, Dave Helsley asked about the water rate increase. Mr. Marzell advised it's still under review. The following was approved by the Finance Committee. Payroll for May 4th, 2018 in the amount of $320,806.02. I make that in a form of a motion to approve to City Council.
A motion is second by Alderman Bellato. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Also approved was accounts payable for May 23rd, 2018 in the amount of $1,010,171.97. Included in this accounts payable was $539,426.54 payment of the CalSag Trail portion and $175,000 payment of a settlement due June 1st. I make that in a motion to approve to City Council.
Motion and second by Alderman Poulos. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Approval of budget for the 3rd of July fireworks event for $12,000. I make that in a form of a motion to approve to City Council.
A motion is a second by Alderman Rita. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Bellato.
Abstain.
Bellato, abstain. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Holly.
Aye.
Holly, aye. Farnwell.
Aye.
Farnwell, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Thompson.
Aye.
Thompson, aye. 7 ayes and 1 abstention.
And I will. Aye.
Mayor Marcus, aye.
Thank you.
Okay, discussion on the bulk trash pickup fee. This is going to increase to $2. Single family would pay $5 per month. Duplex would pay $10 per month. Multi-family home, $15 per month, and $0 for seniors per month. The committee made a recommendation to approve, and I'm referring this to municipal services for review. Lori Brown, Finance Department, advised committee on contractual quarterly police vehicle loan payment to Beverly Bank and contractual semi-annual payment to the water bond interest. IDOT recommendation, intersections for the red light cameras, 119th and Western, Vermont and Ashland, and this was a recommendation to send to municipal services. No further business, motion to adjourn at 8:15. Our next meeting is June 5th, 2018, 7 p.m. East Annex.
Thank you much. Public Health and Safety Committee? Nothing? Municipal Services Committee?
As you know, we just had our meeting. I apologize that we went over. We did not intend to do that. Again, I apologize.
One of the major discussions was that we tabled the water rate increase, and we also passed a motion which should go on the next agenda. Correct, Attorney Corbett? Motion to set a priority list, a motion to have the administration set a priority list using available data to formulate a street resurfacing schedule strategy of all streets in Blue Island, incorporating condition, possible funding, and tentative execution dates, and schedule for public knowledge and distribution. So that should go on the next agenda. Our next meeting will be June 19th at 6 p.m.
Judiciary Committee, we met last night, Monday, May 21st. Minutes will be presented at a subsequent meeting. And our next meeting is Monday, June 18th, 7 p.m. in the East Annex.
Thank you very much. Any aldermanic announcements or comments? Alderman Hawley?
I'd just like to thank everybody who came out to help plant the planters up on Western Avenue and Old Western Avenue. There were a number of planters, I think about 40, that were planted between 119th Street and 135th Street. There's probably more. Val Kehoe actually organized it and came up with the planting scheme, and I think they'll look nice again this year. So again, thanks to all the volunteers who came out. We had a large number of them, probably about 30. We got it done in an hour and a half, which was kind of a record. And we only got soaked a little bit.
Anything else?
No.
I just, go ahead, on top of that, say about Saturday's planting and then back to the tree planting. In both instances, we had a large number of people show up, and it made really relatively light work for everybody. So really appreciate that people came out. Would encourage people to continue to do so, because these projects get done pretty quickly and you have enough people do it.
Thank you. Anybody else? Any other alderman? Alderman Below?
All right, Your Honor, I got a few announcements. Begin with just dragon boat races in Blue Island, third annual at the waterfall between Chatham Street and Western Avenue Bridge on June 2nd. And it's an all-day thing. There'll be food, beer, activities, and of course the races itself. I'll be on one of the teams, the Papo Posse. And I encourage you guys to come down. St. Benedict's has moved their fest to July 14th. They moved it from September to July, so there's less conflict with other things going on in town. So July 14th will be the St. Benedict's Fest, all day along York Street there, across from the church. St. Donata's Fest dates this year are August 1st through the 5th. So that's also a little bit earlier this year because of the way the calendar fell, so August 1st through the 5th. And a couple comments. This Displaying Street house that's coming down has been abandoned since before I was born. And it literally fell on itself probably when I was in high school. A good 20 years ago, it collapsed on itself. We just, I guess, realized it recently because there's been trees and stuff that block the view from the street, but it was a Miss Nancy Adams, I remember, that lived there when I was really young. And it's a good thing that it's finally coming down, even though nature kind of did most of the work for it anyway. And then my last announcement, today is the wake for Richard Dick Wiseman. And not a lot of people recognize the name, but he's been a fixture in Blue Island for the last 60, 70 years. Starting with, he used to own a diner here across from, next door to the Blue Island Laundromat between Brokel's. There used to be a place called Candy's. And he also used to put the cups in the fence behind his house on Rexford. He volunteered for over 30 years at the Blue Island Spook House, played Santa Claus, plays the Easter Bunny, always was at every single parade. I know he did the Forum newspaper in his antique cars. He did Kathy's Flowers in his antique buggy, 1903 Oldsmobile. A proud owner of several different Oldsmobiles. Also my neighbor for the last 6 years on Rexford. So a long-time Blue Islander. His wake is going on tonight at Kruger, right across the street, with the Mass tomorrow. And that's pretty much why I want to just inform the council on that. Lost another good Blue Islander. Thank you.
You will be missed, but not forgotten. Any other comments from the alderman?
I have a few upcoming events over at the Rita Rec Center. The soccer going field is now being used on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 7 for Biddy Soccer. Special Olympics is also using the baseball field on Tuesdays for practice and home games. On May 18th, well, this is past, May 18th, the Girl Scouts troop hosted a mother-daughter dance at the John D. Rec Center. On May 25th, School District 143.5 will host a play day in the rec center outdoor field from 9 to 2. Metropolitan Family Service will be sponsoring a free summer program at the rec center Monday through Thursday from 9 to 1 p.m. June 12th through July 12th. They will be featuring STEM-based activities, arts and crafts, several trips to the parks, museums, downtown, and much more. Light breakfast, lunch, and snacks will be provided. However, children will be responsible for bringing their own lunch on field trip days. Free trips are scheduled twice a week for children to enjoy. There will be a mandatory meeting that was on May 14th. Also at the rec center, along with 3 chaperones, will be taking approximately 20 youths from the community, 4th through 8th grade, on field trips every Saturday over the summer. The field trips will be offered for free. You can contact the rec center for further information.
Go ahead.
I want to thank everyone involved with that Napleton Motor Company. It's going to be demolished. Mr. Miller, his efforts, and the mayor of Mr. Mayor Vargas, and also Longwood being resurfaced in my lifetime. And I'm just so grateful. Thanks
You're
to
welcome.
everyone.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes.
Let me make one final announcement. This past Saturday, it started around early morning at Eisenhower campus. An Indianapolis Colts football player who used to attend Eisenhower in his day, Brandon Williams. Name sounds familiar? He had a mini camp for youth this past Saturday, first of its kind, and it's going to be continuing every year. There's a gentleman, a young gentleman, who gave back to his community. He never forgot Blue Island. He says, you know what, I'm going to do this, and he did it, as well as other people. But I want to mention, and not forget him, I want to thank Alderman Dexter Johnson, who wasn't here, Coach Moore from Eisenhower, and the rest of the staff from Eisenhower for inviting us and being there. I got to meet him. Very, very respected young man. And then he said, you know what, I needed to do something, come back and give back. And he did. And he's willing to come back year after year to promote that football camp for the youth. And we want to applaud him. Let's give him applause for this video. Motion to retire to close. Go ahead.
And one other quick thing. I was inquiring regarding the bowling alley on 127th and Lincoln. Do we know when it is going to be boarded up? Because it's been 3 years and I've been asking, and it's driving me and the residents crazy.
Okay, we'll double check it tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I need a motion to return to closed session for consideration of pending litigation. Motion by Alderman Cruz, second by Alderman Slattery. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Survey for an update. I also have about 5 years. Motion to reconvene the regular session by Alderman Collins and Alderman Fairwell. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Now I need a motion for adjournment. Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry about that.
Let the record reflect that eight aldermen are present. Members of the city council in the closed session to discuss the possible settlement of a pending workers' compensation case. The city council authorized me to communicate with the attorneys representing the city to conclude the settlement based upon their recommendation to the city council. The final settlement will be reported once it's been accepted and finalized.
Thank you. Anything else, council?
That's all.
Is there a motion for adjournment? Motion by Alderman Cruz, second by Alderman Mulatto. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Good night.